All right, guys, we just showed up here at our second job of the day. So, what about 1 o'clock right now? What time is it?
12:30.
Oh, sorry, 12:30. We got Adrian here. Adrian's gonna take a first look at this boat. I already took a look at it. You can see we are gonna be polishing out this boat. And what are you thinking when you see this?
Someone doesn't know what they're doing. We're gonna fix that right now.
So, as you can see, someone tried to sand out and polish this boat. Earlier. Yeah, you can see scratches here. Now you can wet sand boats. That's what you should do, but that's the incorrect way of doing it. So you can see someone screwed it up here too. It's just a disaster. Now if we come to the other side, this is what you want to be seeing right here, and this is what it looks like. So customer wants to sell the boat, so we're gonna try to make it look a little bit better for them. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go on.
So the main thing we're gonna be doing is fixing this red. We are just going to be polishing out the red, trying to bring some shine into it. I'm not sure what grit they were using. It looks like maybe they were using like a 400 grit when you should be using maybe 1,000 and up. So yeah, main focus is gonna be red, and we're gonna touch the white. We're just gonna touch it like that, and then it should be fine. Guys, all right, so we got some, hopefully this is some good POV footage here of what we're doing. So we're gonna be using this beautiful rotary here, and I'm going to be taking off yellow pad and slapping on one of our used, yeah, that's a brand new one. We're gonna slap on a used white pad with some heavy cut compound, and probably finish it off with this stuff. How's that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
Okay. That's probably fine like that. I'll just do a test spot here. If I can get this plugged in. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna take a test spot right, I think here's where we're gonna do the test spot. So what I'm going to do is take some heavy cut, and I'm going to just smear some on here first. Take our tool. Remember, this is not gonna be a perfect job. We are just trying to clean it up. Sound good?
As best as we can.
As best as we can for a good price. Let's just say that. So settings we want to put, can you see this? So the settings we are going to put, we're going to keep this low for the first little bit. So on 1, or as low setting you can possibly put it onto. And it's very simple. So now, what do you think?
Already looks good.
Just on a first initial cut, you can see my reflection in this once again. So we have what it looked like before versus what it looked like after. We're just trying to clean this up because it's not pretty. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, start polishing out some of this red, and we'll get back to you when we do. We'll do what, from here right now down to the back side, and see what it looks like. So I always like to just kind of throw it on if I can here. And no, it makes a mess, but it just makes it easy. Yeah, it's It's gonna be an entanglement of cords because this cord is friggin' wrapped around. All right, let's get this going. Beautiful. I'm gonna continue on right here. Oh, we just threw up compound on the ground. Looks like I'm playing a game or something with this thing on my head. Playing VR boat cleaning.
You should make that a real game.
I'll have to do some up there. So it's really dusty, eh? Just from compounding.
It is dusty.
That's why you always have to, like, you pretty much just want to wash the boat when you're done compounding it. But if you take a look at what this is already looking like, this looks...
For the first pass?
What do you think about from what it was, right, versus
Definitely
what it is now?
already.
So it already looks a lot better. You can actually see a reflection in here. All right, Adrian, how's it coming?
It's getting along.
So, as you can see, beautiful reflection. Customer doesn't want to pay a lot. We just want to clean this thing up and make it look better than it was. So that's what we're doing. So if you see, it's not perfect, but it's got some good reflection coming into it. We were gonna try to do some of this bottom, but it's not gonna work out. Like you can see, look at that. Look at that. That's all oxidation. And if we want to get this thing polished up, we have to wet sand the whole thing. Knock it down so we can take all this patchiness out of it and bring an actual shine to it. Quick before, right? And a little bit of the aftermath. Simone's, you got a Simone's one.
You can't find those, man.
Oh, look at this. Simone's, yeah. I think the new ones are like purple or something. You know what, guys? Listen to the bearings on this thing. It's beautiful. It's shot. We're seeing the before, guys, right? So I'm just gonna. Oh, oops. Okay, so let's polish this. Here we go.
You can see your face now in it.
It's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better.
So for all you youngsters out there, don't be wet sanding a boat or sanding a boat in general with anything less than 1000 grit, because even though this is shiny, if this will focus, you see all the sand scratches in there. You can see Adrian pretty good. Can't see him over here. You got to shine back into, but all these sand scratches, we'd have to sand them back out. So don't wet sand a boat with anything less than 1000, and don't wet sand a boat if you don't know what you're doing. Hey, you know what I'm doing? Rocking on. I'm just experimenting on a few spots because it just looks too bad. I have to do something. So you see these, this is sanded down 1000. See how deep these are? I'd really have to cut this back down to maybe 600 or 800 and come all the way back up. But it's already thin. Gel coat's already super thin on this. It's not gonna be great. Now you can see the spot that I just quickly wet sanded. Again, we're not gonna get rid of all these scratches with just 1000. They're just too deep. But this is spot wet sanded, compounded, polished with 1000. And this is the spot that it looked like even with just us polishing it. So large difference between the two of those right there. Large update here. I decided we needed to wet sand some of it. Not all the way down, hit it with 1000. Super quick, because I cannot walk away with how it was looking. Adrian already polished it and it was not great. And there we go. So quick wet sand, quick cut, I can't even speak. Quick cut, quick buff of it. So we got reflection back into it. Deep scratches are still there, but she's looking better than it was previously. That's all we can ask for. We're just gonna finish this off right now, just throwing a quick wax on the red portion, and then pack it up and see how it looks. All right, everybody, with that being said, here's our quick and dirty boat detail job. Came out, what do you say? Better than expected.
Way better than expected.
So we actually have some good shine in this red now. Not perfect, but you know, quick little buff job on the red. Brought some shine back into it. You can see all that. Look at the reflection in that now. Not perfect, but it's good enough for what the customer wanted. And there you go. There's this side here. Came out pretty decent, I'd say. All right, we'll see you next time.